Now, I'm not going to get emotional because I am feeling very emotional, but I did not think that when we started our consulting call, when you were helping me with masters, that I would get to this point in Accepted, or get to this point with like my social media, or get to a point where I'm like actually living my life in a way that I just never perceived.
Well, it was alongside you all along.
I know, which I appreciate.
I believe in Accepted. I believe in all the things that it can do. I just recognizing that it needs to move on to a new chapter, and that needs to do so with somebody who's a very clear representation of what I think Accepted is meant to be. Like, I really wanted it to be a space for non-traditional students, and like where people who just love research, could just love learning, and could share that, and do that in community with others, and achieve their goals and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, I just think that you're the perfect match for it.
Don't make me cry.
I'm very excited.
This amount a month to sign up and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, oh, well, the university will fund it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's nothing stopping us from like reaching out to university health and wellness groups.
That's a cool idea. I mean, it's something that Danielle and I had talked about.
Yeah.
Early on. We just kind of never really pursued it. I have so many ideas on things that could be done. Like, for example, I don't love the Mighty Networks platform. It worked because what we did before was like Slack, and it was so.
I did think it would be like a nice option to also share with like the distance learning programs.
Oh yes.
Like with continuing education, to be like, because so many people, when I did that content takeover, I got so many messages about Accepted Society because I mentioned it in one of the videos. Being like, is this a part of like your program? How does this work? All this kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think it's just something that, if we could get like buy-in.
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough visibility.
There's none.
So
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that the goal over the next couple of months, I would say, is just try to increase visibility.
Yeah.
But then I would say, like, come late summer, that's when, start having conversations with institutions.
Yeah. Cool. Exciting.
And also,
My friends.
tell me what you said to me when you first got into this call.
I said, of course you're wearing the same thing as
It's amazing.
This is like our thing. Every time we're together in person or we're on Zoom.
Every single time we are wearing the same thing.
We're just bound to match.
Just we're bound to be friends from the get-go. Say hi.
It's Coronation Day!
It's
Woo!
Coronation Day!
It's Coronation Day! Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day. It is the first hybrid symposium that we have ever hosted for Accepted Society. And if you have been to the symposium or you've seen what has gone on our socials, you would have seen business partners. Woohoo! It's very exciting. I'm very excited about it. Kaylin and I have obviously been working really hard to make this happen.
When did I call you?
The 10th of April.
Aw.
I recorded when we had that conversation.
You did?
I did.
Aw, I'm so glad you did. That's so lovely.
So, on the 10th of April, you called me. You'll see the clip. But you called me and basically we kicked off the conversation about us going into Accepted as business partners. And now it's happening.
It's happened.
It's happened. Well, it's happened. It's happened. It happened like 2 weeks ago.
It happened from a legal perspective.
Legally,
but it's happening in a public perspective.
Yes. Legally, it happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which, if you follow me and you would have seen all the chaos that's going on, that was why. Is because, you know, legally we were becoming an entity in Ireland, which is so excited. But today we are in Oxford and we are preparing for the in-person event where we will announce that we are business partners in the new partners in the new Accepted Society that is coming, well, that is launched on Circle. It's absolutely amazing.
You can do a 7-day free trial.
You can do a 7-day free trial. I will leave the link in the description box below. But our community has been absolutely fantastic. I just want to say to our members that are watching this, you guys are freaking awesome. I love every single one of you because you have engaged in the new Circle platform and it has been honestly so wonderful to watch and so heartwarming to see you appreciate all the wonderful things that we have done. So, yeah. Anyway, before I get too emotional, because I'm sure that's going to happen a couple of times today.
Yes.
I have just jumped out the shower. Kaylin's going to go jump into the shower. And we are going to go get some coffee and get ourselves all ready for the day today. It's going to be a whirlwind of a day. Hopefully, I will get some clips of today, but essentially, come with me today to the Accepted Society Symposium, the first in-person / online hybrid, if you will, event, and a pivotal moment in our lives.
Woo!
See you guys in a bit. All right, friends, I'm ready for today. Whew, I am so nervous. I have been full of jittery energy, nervous, ridiculous, jittery energy all morning, but I'm ready. We've checked the room, everything's working. So now it's time. This is what I am wearing. I'm wearing a pair of trousers and a t-shirt, and I am ready. I'm excited. Let's go.
4th annual Accepted Symposium. No, sorry, 3rd annual Accepted Symposium. To the next slide. So, first and foremost, and this kind of started based on my personal experiences getting to work with children in classrooms and teachers that I'm so honored that I honestly still get to work with every single day.
This panel is Academia in the Digital Age, and what comes out of all of your journeys is these different paths to academia. But what we don't speak about particularly is what benefits that those paths have had to you and your journey.
All those women are inspirational to me, and we need more of that in our community because we don't see that.
We've been prefacing this entire symposium with that there was going to be a bit of an announcement. And based on my speech this morning, we have been thinking about the future of Accepted Society and how it is that we can really deliver on the mission of creating support systems to and through academia. I'm not gonna cry. To hand the reins off. A couple of months ago, I realized that the future of my career is going to look quite different, and that while academic research and academia is going to be a part of my life no matter what, that I am likely going to be moving in a slightly different direction. And I just felt like I was going to be doing myself a disservice and doing the community a disservice if I remained at the head of it. I just feel like Cait is the perfect representation of what I want accepted society to be. As a non-traditional student, she came to me in the spring of 2022, really jumping the gun on her applications, wanting to work with me to apply to Oxford. And she had said, I'm a Google employee and I have this passion for early modern history and literature, and I helped her with her applications, but so much more than that. I just saw the passion that she had for this non-traditional approach to academia, and realizing as I'm going through this transition period for myself personally that I would not feel comfortable handing it off to anybody else. And so I am still going to be involved in Accepted Society. I still retain creative direction, and we'll be working together. We'll be collaborating. But it is time for me to hand the reins off to somebody who I think has the vision and the organization and the ability to really see Accepted Society through to its potential. And so I'm going to hand it off to Cait, my business partner.
I want to start this off by thanking Caitlin and all that she's done, not only for me, but for this community as a whole. None of us would be here without her. And I was talking to her yesterday about pivotal moments, and all the seemingly small pivotal moments that we've had, to standing here in front of you all in person and online. And wow, 2 years ago I met Caitlin for the first time for 5 minutes while we were in Oxford, and anyone who knows me knows how shocking I am when I meet people that I admire. It was a bloodbath of conversation, and I was certain that I would never become friends with such an incredible woman. And lo and behold, 2 years have transpired from me attending that summer school, staying in Exeter, meeting two of my closest friends in the entire world who, along with Caitlin, encouraged me to apply for a master's here, which I never thought I could get into, and the pipe dream that has happened. And my ridiculous cover letter to applying to Accepted, which was written in the back of a car on a Scotland holiday, and I'm pretty sure was horrendous. And yet somehow these small pivotal moments have led me here in front of you all, and I could not be more grateful. There is so much to be said about how life changes in that time, and I think everyone here can attest to the fact that something has happened in their life that has brought you here to this community and to this group of people. And for that, I am just so happy. I'm exalted, I'm overwhelmed, I'm ecstatic. There is so much that I want to do with this space, that I want to do with the community. But ultimately, it actually comes down to the fact that you all have created this space. Caitlin started it, but it is every single person here in the room, online, in Zoom, and watching from YouTube, and anyone who's going to see this in the future. Because at the end of the day, Accepted is about belonging. and finding that place where you belong and you feel valued and you feel seen. And these are not my words, these are the words of the incomparable Dr. Kalia, who we've heard here today. And I was talking to her about this, and that idea of belonging is what drew me to Accepted. And I think it's what has drawn what has drawn so many people to Accepted. And Kaylin mentioned us providing the tools for that belonging, and that's what we hope to do here in the new Accepted. There are a couple of other things that we want to do with this space, that we want to do with the community, and all of these ideas have been driven from me talking to you in the chats, in the study sessions, in the writing groups, in the sip and shares. All of this has come from that, and not only will Accepted be the community-driven platform that it is, but we will provide offerings for PhD students, our new PH Done program, which will be launching towards the end of the year, which will allow for PhD students to have a very focused writing and accountability sprint to help them get through those really lonely and difficult times that come with a PhD. But everyone has that. We'll have unlocked writing sprints on a monthly basis. We'll have so much to offer people who are just need that little extra bit of accountability. And eventually, in the coming months, my passion for non-traditional academia will come full circle, where I will offer admissions consultings to students who are trying to make those pivotal moments that have found all of us here and will find so much more students here in the future. So, massive thank you to you all for being here, being in person, being online, being on YouTube, and just a big thank you to Kaylin, to Katie, to all of the Accepted community that have made it what it is today, and I cannot wait to see what we do in the future with academia. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to spend more time with you. Hello friends. Good morning. Good morning. We are checking in. I did not film anything more yesterday, but I will definitely have some clips from the symposium. It was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm still flabbergasted by the love and support that we got yesterday. So it's early morning. We've got the crew taking some photos, and yeah, we have got another full day planned today. We have got the research day, so it is a beautiful day, and I am very excited to be here. So thank you so much for following through with this journey, and Kaylin and I are very happy. And yeah.
So good. Oh, I can't wait. It's brilliant. Okay, first and foremost, just wanted to say thank you all so much for making the time and the travel and the money and all of that to come all the way to Oxford to be here for the symposium and to come to the brunch and to connect. But instead of just, mingling and having some food, I want to also give us a little bit of an exercise to work through. So if everybody could either grab their phone or a notebook to walk through this little exercise.
Okay, I'm excited.
I'm gonna make you do work, but it's gonna be better.
It's a good work. It's a good thing.
That is a good picture. I never even finished.
Okay. So we're all ready? Yeah. Okay. I just want us all to close our eyes for a second. Just take a minute. Okay. It's a year from now. We're back in Oxford for the 4th annual Accepted come here for another brunch as a collective. We're an even bigger group. We've had more members join, and the community has expanded. And I want you to write down